Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your annual 2024 Astro-Tarotscope trailer. So it is just that. So if you're watching the video and you think, hang on, it's not all here, it isn't. These are just a little taster so that you can get a little try before you buy. So you can have like a little starter or a little bit of an amuse-bouche so you can see whether you want to purchase these or not. They are $7.99 a piece. You can buy your sun, moon and rising. You just purchase the ones that you want as upsells. It's nice, easy and streamlined for you this year. There is also a very special price on the New Year, New Frequency product, which is coming very, very soon. You're gonna be hearing about this for weeks. I'm so excited to bring this to you. But the bundle for the 2024 Astro-Tarotscopes is $49.99 this year. And as I say, it's just a taster of all the different parts that are going to be in there. And more importantly, you will get PDFs. There's going to be lots of other goodies there as well. All right, so I just want to say from my heart to yours, thank you so much for all of your support throughout 2023. And for those of you that have been with me longer than that and beyond, it really does mean a lot. I really hope that you have a wonderful 2024. And I also hope that these set you up in stellar fashion to enjoy what is set to be a pretty interesting and awesome universal year 8. With that said, take care and I'll see you soon. So, let's have a look for your actions and options and interactions with the world at large. And you've got a jumping card there, and it is the Hierophant, right? So this year you have to show up, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean like the Hierophant is very much a card of structure, rules, regulations. It really does suggest that this year you need to bring a structure into place with everything that you're doing. This is where you take everything to that next level, where you need to not exactly, but this year is where you kind of start thinking a little bit corporate, right? You're starting to bring structure into everything that you do. You're starting to really look at where you can excel and where it is that you need to kind of tighten things up. Now, one of the things that I said in the numerological overview is this year you got to be sharp, right? It needs to look good, it needs to sound good, and it needs to deliver what it says on the tin, right? All of that kind of stuff. 8 does not mess around. So to get the most out of it, this Hierophant card is basically saying to you, you need to, not all of it, because there's a lot of stuff about the corporate world that sucks, quite frankly, right? But the stuff about it that works, that helps you make exponential leaps, that helps you scale things, that helps you make something that is efficient and clean and works and, like a well-oiled machine. This year you're being asked to really get into it. In terms of your actions and options and what's available to you, this might actually be that some of you start to work with or connect with larger institutions in some way, shape or form. So I love this. There could be a collaboration in here somewhere. So your new moon this year is on June the 6th at 6 degrees. Which interestingly enough, right, you got that double 6 energy. So the new moon for you this year is exactly conjunct Venus, which gives it not only a fun and flirty energy, it means that the words that we're all using at this time, the general feeling in the air is quiet and communicative, but kind as well, which is awesome. Mercury, the ruler of this moon, is also in your sign at this time. So not only are you looking good and looking more beautiful, but you've got this quiet sort of amazing communicative energy that people are really drawn to. It's interesting because obviously quiet is not something we associate with Gemini, right? But I kind of feel like Venus is, it's not that she's subduing you, she's toning down that frenetic energy and she's turning up your eloquence, right? So she's just taking your powers of wordsmithery to the absolute next level, which I love for you. All right, so let's see what the cards have in store for you. You have the Temperance card. This is a year for you to, now as a Gemini, you are quite a polarizing and mercurial figure. Right, and the Temperance card actually represents Sagittarius, your direct opposite in the zodiac. And so what this tells me is the year itself is going to be very much about you finding alignment, balance and equilibrium, not only on an internal level, but with the path for your life that you envision it to be the highest that it could possibly be or where it could go. Okay, so I love this for you. I actually think this could be a year where you really do step into the greatest sense of alignment in your entire life moving forward. So this can be a really powerful year, I think, for everybody, but for you especially. Now, in terms of January, we do start the year with your ruler, Mercury, doing his little backward dance, but it goes direct on like the very wee hours of like the 2nd of January. So it's basically not really kind of making that much of an impact. So what this tells me is it's not going to be like 2023, right? We started, it just took forever to kind of get any momentum. We don't have that this year, right? And interestingly enough, Mercury will be going retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. So very, very interesting. You know, well, it goes retrograde in Capricorn, but it comes back into Sagittarius. Now, what this temperance card also suggests for January is that you are very quickly coming into the year to find that sense of alignment. It may also be, I will say, for January, specifically January, not for the whole, or maybe possibly for the year as well, be very mindful of getting into situations that you kind of either feel or know have nothing to do with you. All right, the temperance card can sometimes pull us into some kind of drama because it sees us getting in the middle and needing to mediate on things. That's going to be a waste of your time and your efforts this year, so don't get into it. All right, for your clarification on this, you've got the 8 of Cups. So for a lot of you, January might be a month where you're actually deciding to walk away from some kind of dramatic energy, maybe a dramatic situation, maybe a dramatic person. The other thing with the 8 of Cups, this is where you're addressing an emotional imbalance. And so because you've got this with the Temperance card, Temperance actually can represent healing. And so when I see these two together, this could be some part of you, some aspect of your life that you have known for a while needed healing, that maybe caused some kind of emotional imbalance or some kind of challenge internally. And it's like now you see it and you kind of say to yourself, you know what, I'm ready to do something different. And so January can be a profound month of healing for you. And a part of the way that this comes about, it might be because you choose to walk away from a situation that you've put too much time, effort and energy into, and you just think, you know what, this isn't giving me anything back. Why am I doing this? Now, your challenge months, I'll tell you your challenge months, everybody's challenge months seem to be January, April, May, July, and November looks to be a bit shaky as well, right? What I will say to you is, those are for everyone. So, you know, I mean, even with the cards that you've got, I don't think that's a bad start to the year. I really don't.